Hi, welcome to the Film Pigs on GeekNation. This is the only web series on the internet that talks about the movies, that dares to ask hard-hitting questions like, hey, you remember those Cheech and Chong guys? How high were they? Really high, I bet.
Yeah. A lot of drugs.
A lot of drugs. I'm your host, Todd Anderson. This is Film Pig Stephen Falk. Other Film Pig Steve Skelton is in Phoenix, Arizona, working on some video game stuff. And this is our special guest, PJ Marino.
PJ.
Journeyman actor. He was on the critically acclaimed I Hate Chris, or Chris Hates Everybody.
He hates everybody.
Or something with Chris hating things. And he was on the show Rake recently, and he was on the short-lived show Vegas, which we share in common. I was also on the short-lived show Vegas. So he's here to help us out. And we're going to start the show way we always do with popcorn. It's popcorn.
What's a movie without snacks?
Ah,
yeah, that's good. It's a lot of butter this time.
Yeah, it's really good and buttery.
Buttery finish.
Yeah, delish. So we're going to do what we always do. Our first segment of the show is called Rash Judgments. And that's where we tell you, the good people of the world, whether or not you should go see the movies that are coming out in the theaters this weekend. Now, we haven't seen the movies because, one, we don't have a lot of time.
No.
We're doing a web series. This takes up all our time.
Yeah, like 18 hours a day.
It's time consuming. The work that we put into this is immense, and we don't have time to go to the movies, and even if we did, they wouldn't let us see the movies before they'd come out, and we'd have to pay for them, and that's expensive. Yeah. So we're going to just tell you what we think anyway, based on our own dickish opinions. Falk, what do you got? What's your rash judgment?
Do you like abs? Do you like history? Do you like movies completely made in computers? Then you'll love 300, Rise of an Empire. This is a sequel or a prequel to the famous movie 300. No one's in it. Maybe Eva Green's in it, I think, and then some dudes with abs. And there's a lot of fighting and slow-mo fighting and computer-generated ships and blood and like slow-mo blood and empires and lines.
Are the empires rising?
They rise. It looks like everything I hate in movies all in one package. So I can safely say I will never see this movie.
Okay, there you have it. That's the rash judgment on 300 Rise of an Empire from Stephen Falk. Now we're going to go to our missing pig out in Phoenix, Arizona, to find out what his rash judgment of the week is. Steve Skelton.
Let's go to Phoenix.
Hi everybody, I'm lost in the desert in Arizona, but I have a rash judgment for you. It's for the Grand Budapest Hotel. It's the latest movie from Wes Anderson, and it looks kind of fun. It's got all of Wes Anderson's little quirky film stuff, which unfortunately has been co-opted by commercials for the last 10 years in the same way that the beginning of the century they did it with all the Matrix stuff, but he's still pretty good. It looks like a fun, wacky, farcical, open and close doors and run around. Could be fun, I like it. But I'm lost in the desert and I'm very thirsty. Call. Send help.
Okay, thank you, Steve Skelton. We'll send help out to the desert as soon as we can. Thanks for taking the time to do the rash judgment when you're in such a predicament. He's lost.
Yeah, watch out for scorpions and hate speech.
Yeah, it's bad out there. Those two things are the big problems in Arizona.
Nice weather, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
very hot.
Yeah, I feel like dying.
And you don't like water. PJ Marino, what is your rash judgment?
So I got Mr. Peabody and Sherman, which is a kid's movie about a dog with glasses that's really smart and refined and well-spoken and knows about everything. And he has a sidekick, this young boy, that I think he takes care of. He's really good at taking care of the kid. And then he also has a time machine, apparently, and they go back in time and they get themselves into predicaments, apparently, and then they have to go fix the predicaments back in time so things don't change. But the dog is really good at taking care of people, so I think it's like a cross between Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and The Butler. I guess.
The Butler?
So, yeah, because.
Lee Daniels, The Butler?
Lee Daniels, that one? Is that the one?
Yeah. I guess.
The Butler, one of the Butlers. But I think, should we go see it? I think basically, bottom line, if you have kids, go see it because that's what kid movies are for. You know, you don't want to parent for a couple hours and you can't do anything else with the kid to shut them up. So bring them to a movie. So I say go see it.
I was going to take my kid to the Wolf of Wall Street.
That might scar him for a while. So I say maybe it's a good idea. Maybe.
All right.
My dog never takes care of me, has no time machine, does not get me into predicaments. None of that.
You got a good dog.
I kind of feel ripped off, though.
Oh, you want the adventure?
Predicament sounds fun.
I like dogs that just lie there and you scritch them.
My dog
You need like 25 writers over 10 years to take care of the dog. And then it becomes...
Yeah. I'll look into that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the Wolf of Wall Street, we have a Film Pigs exclusive this week. Yeah, check it out. What happens? Martin Scorsese made this movie, Wolf of Wall Street.
Right, very controversial.
Very controversial. And a lot of people are saying, well, he didn't pay due attention to the victims of the Wolf of Wall Street, and he glorified the Wolf of Wall Street and all his buddies and all their partying and all the money they ripped off from hardworking Americans.
Because when you're making a fun-ass movie about a bunch of coke and titties, you really should pay attention to take time and then tell some sad tales.
Yeah, you gotta balance it out. And Martin Scorsese apparently is very apologetic about this. He feels really bad. Yeah. So what he's done is he's shot some new stuff and he's cut it in to the Wolf of Wall Street. And we have a trailer from the new cut of Wolf of Wall Street, which is Martin Scorsese basically saying, I'm really sorry about making the movie the way I did it, and here's the version that you want.
Roll it!
Roll it!
Hey, I don't get it. How'd you get this fancy office?
Easy, by screwing over America.
But isn't screwing over America wrong?
Look at this, giant glass of cocaine.
That's a lot of cocaine.
I got one for you too. Woo! Cocaine in a high-rise office building.
Cocaine in a high-rise office building.
Cocaine!
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 I just got laid off. I can't believe it.
What? Why?
I don't know. The company's going to shut most of its branches down. Something about bad investments.
This is terrible. I'm gonna go check on the baby. She seems sick.
I suck.
Cocaine on a yacht!
Cocaine on a yacht! Well, I'm pretty sure the baby has cancer.
Oh, we don't have any health insurance, so she's just gonna have to struggle through it. What's for dinner?
Cocaine in a strip joint!
Hey, smell my tie.
Why?
Smells like cocaine.
So did mine!
Cocaine on a tie.
Cocaine on a tie!
Please give. I have nothing.
Oh, geez, that's real sad.
Yeah.
Here, you got my cocaine.
Yeah, mine too. We can always buy more.
Cocaine in an alley. Cocaine in an alley!
Well, there you have it. I mean, I thought it looks touching. It looks like a better film as a result. You don't think so?
I mean,
The acting was great.
acting was good, but I didn't see any titties.
Well, they can't put the titties in the trailer.
Red band.
You gotta pause it
Oh, okay.
every 126th of a frame.
Frame, and then you see some titties. Okay.
Like kind of like in Fight Club, you know, they throw the
Yeah.
Watch it
I'm gonna
again.
watch it
There was
again.
still a lot of cocaine.
Yeah.
You
But the
know?
acting was good.
The acting was really good. There was a lot of cocaine and good acting
Yeah.
in that trailer.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, there's been a lot. We've done a lot.
What
We've
is
been
that,
through a
it?
lot. Just about. I mean, look, we started the show with some introductions.
Right, we did that.
And we drank popcorn. You know.
Yeah.
And then we did Rash Judgments.
Right.
Three movies, like including the 300 show
Right.
and Mr. Peabody.
And the Arizona thing
and
he talked about.
the desert thing.
Yeah.
And then after that, we showed the Scorsese thing.
Right.
So we paid, you
full plate right
And then we wrapped it up.
And then we wrapped it up,
Yeah.
which we're in the midst of.
We introed PJ.
And we had
Thank you,
PJ
PJ.
Marino,
Been fun.
special guest.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Tonight was kind of special.
Yeah.
Thanks to Steve Skelton. Hopefully he finds his way back from the desert. Thanks to Steve Falk. And I am Todd Anderson. And until next time, the concession stand is closed due to health code violations. Bye-bye. Enjoy your movies and your wolves. Wall Streets.
Popcorn.